Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to The Source, your source for celebrity news. Check this out. I know that when you went to your prom, you thought you were doing your thing. Your family went to Party City, they got you a few balloons, they got you a few streamers, and they also splurged and got you that big behind sign that said prom. And then they put it in the front yard, and then when you were ready, you stepped out into that front yard like you were a celebrity. And you lined up with your friends in front of those signs, or in front of your limo, your party bus, or your Maybach, and you felt like you were doing your thing. Now, I hate to burst your balloons from Party City, but I gotta tell you, no matter how hard you went on prom night, you ain't go harder than this chick. Check this out.
The shade of your eyes. Something simple, but fabulous too. Leave it up to me. What a beautiful prom gown this will be. Bippity-bop, bippity-bop, bippity-boppity.
I wish that I could have this moment for life. Can we have a check, please? Moment I just feel so alive.
Yo, her and her family weren't playing. Now, after they dropped that video, one person came in the comment section and was like, not to be hating, but what do your parents be doing for work? And are they hiring? And then somebody else was like, just book my daughter a helicopter for 2038. And then somebody else came through and said, at least she not half naked. And then after that, somebody else was like, man, the actual prom don't be this extravagant. Yo, she did it up big just to like get in a limo and drive to like Ronald's Fish and Chips. I'm just playing. I hope that wherever they went, they had a wonderful night, and she's definitely gonna remember that moment for life. But I've been noticing that every year these prom send-offs are getting bigger and bigger and more extravagant. So my question is, do you think that this is a bit much for a high school prom send-off? I mean, if you do this for the prom, what in the world are you gonna do for your wedding? Let me know in the comments. And while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Now, check this out. A lot of people are not feeling DJ Akademiks because the other day, he jumped on YouTube and gave Diddy some advice on what he should do to dig himself out of the deep, deep hole that he seems to have gotten himself into.
I said there's 3 ways Diddy could get out of his situation, publicly. I don't know about the feds. The feds might still get him. One, he got to come out, tell the whole world that he'd been gay or been bi, or that really he always identified as a woman. That's one way. Second way is to say that he had mental health issues and, you know,
he's seeking
really,
therapy.
Yeah, he's, you know, he's been seeking therapy, this and third. The last way is to say he apologizes, but all his actions was because he was touched as a child. Yeah, only 3 ways. And people will be like, you know what? Oh, you got f***ed too? No wonder you doing freak offs.
Chill.
No, real talk. Like,
That's
again,
crazy.
Like, you know, we live in a land of trauma, and if people see you as a monster, just enacting unwanted, unprecedented trauma without you at least leading up to like I mean, obviously he's not white. Like, remember the whole thing with like Timothy McVeigh, the nigga, the white like terrorist? There was like, oh, well, let's look into his past. You know what I mean? I don't know if a black dude could pull it up, but I think Diddy's the closest one.
Now, after Akademiks said that, somebody came in the comment section and was like, giving out advice when you just might be sharing a cell soon is wild. And then somebody else was like, Akademiks is revealing the excuses he's going to use. And then somebody else was like, ah yes, use the trauma and hardships that actual people deal with and use it as a get out of jail free card with the mainstream. Unimpressed. Listen, the fact that Akademiks would advise Diddy to exploit some real or fake trauma from his past, or come out of the closet and say that he's always identified as a woman is crazy. Not only is it disrespectful to people who've actually endured trauma or have had issues with their identity, but it also goes to show you that these dudes are willing to do or say anything to stay on top. And then, on top of that, why in the world is DJ Akademiks over there thinking so hard on ways that Diddy can get a get out of jail free card. I mean, didn't he just watch the same video that we saw of Diddy mollywopping Cassie in that hotel hallway? I mean, this just goes to show you, these dudes have no respect nor care for women. Because instead of trying to find ways to hold Diddy accountable, this dude's over there trying to find ways that Diddy can walk free. Listen, let me know in the comments, what do you think about DJ Akademiks' advice for P. Diddy? Now, check this out. DJ Akademiks' sworn nemesis Saucy Santana is also catching a little backlash online after he jumped on social media and made a comment. Saucy said he hates women who are out in these streets trying to make moves like men and act like men because you can't. You're soft. You got too much estrogen to be out here trying to act like a man. You don't have the same strength as a man, so you can't be out here doing the same things that men do.
You know what I really hate? Because girls don't got the strength as niggas. They don't. I grew up around that, but girls, I hate when girls be like, oh, I'm a dog, I'm a man, I act just like a nigga here. No, y'all don't, baby. No, y'all don't. No, it's just not. It's y'all just soft. Y'all females. It's the estrogen, baby. It's not happening. You cannot move like a, you cannot think like a, you cannot act like a man. It's just not happening. And I want y'all to stop lying to yourself, telling yourself that y'all want these niggas to tell y'all the truth. No, y'all don't. Baby, nobody don't want to hear no motherfucking truth. And then when the dude start telling y'all the truth, y'all start bugging the fuck out and losing it, which is why the nigga lied to you in the first place. And why the fuck the nigga telling me the truth for? You're that bold. But you don't give a fuck about me that much. When I tell them the truth, I don't give a fuck about them. They like my little side. I'm not that invested. So here's the truth. Take it or leave. My bitch that I love, like, I'm in the field, but I'm not telling you. I'm Jody.
Now, after Saucy Santana said that, a whole lot of people came for him in the comment section. And one person was like, how are you telling women they can't act like a man when he want to be a whole woman? And then somebody else said, the irony. And then after that, somebody else came through and was like, I don't know, but he looked like the red M&M to me. Yo, why did you have to say that? Because now, every time I look at Saucy Santana, I'm seeing a red M&M. Anyhow, after getting the backlash, Saucy Santana jumped back online to clarify his statement.
So, I'm not going to take it personal because I know a lot of y'all really read, like, headlines. So, everybody read the headline, nobody got the message. When it comes to me, it's always given he, him. I'm a boy, I'm a man, I'm a nigga, whatever y'all want to feel like. Regardless of how much you see lashes and nails and a pretty face, I'm a boy. And so when I'm referencing, what I was referencing was boys, like when boys date me, they just a simple minded job. They gag, they be like, yo, you really act like a nigga. Yo, you really a man. Duh. People see me and see the feminine energy and emotes, and they be like, oh, he think he a girl. No, I'm a dog. And that's how I know. I grew up around a lot of girls, and girls are soft, and they can't maneuver like niggas because we really cutthroat. And y'all really not like that. Wow.
Listen, let me know in the comments, is Saucy Santana right? When women go out in the streets and they're like, yo, two can play at that game, and they try to do the same things that men do, are they really fooling themselves and playing themselves because they're too soft to do what the men do? Now, peep this. As you already know, Nicki Minaj was arrested in the Netherlands after she got caught trying to board a plane, and they said that she allegedly had some weed or drugs in her bag. Now, when Nicki was stopped, she tried to plead her case, but those cops in the Netherlands were like, nope, we know you have the weed in the bag. And they arrested her on the spot and threw Nicki in the paddy wagon.
What did they say?
Second,
Tell me again.
the police officer told me we have to offload all the luggage
Okay.
and to search everything of your luggage. I'm so sorry to say that.
But isn't that what you planned on doing from the get-go? Why didn't you guys search it before it went on the plane?
They did just a random quick check, but now they want to open
Why?
it. And first of all, because you filmed him, and he was like...
Because I filmed him?
Yeah, he was like... he doesn't believe that you don't have more with you than you said.
No, he asked me, do I have any more in those purses? And I said no. And I asked him, where are my bags? They took my bags and put it on the plane before I could know what bags are on the plane.
I see.
Yeah. So.
I'm so sorry for that.
Okay, of course.
They just said I have to get in this van and go to the precinct with them, with no lawyer present. To make a statement with no lawyer present. After the pre-rolls they found from bags that they were not authorized to take, that we did not know what they took, and we asked for our bags back. And after the security said, oh, those pre-rolls are his, they're telling me I have to go to the police precinct. Simply because, well, you know what? We'll get into that later.
Hey, open it, man.
Where am I going? For what? For what? Why am I going here?
Hello.
Yeah.
You're under arrest. I'm the police officer. I'm the deputy of the public prosecutor. We will bring you to the police station. Yes?
For what?
You can go because you are carrying drugs.
I'm not carrying drugs.
Okay, but it's not a question here. I think it's.
I'm not
smart to
carrying
go
drugs.
inside.
Number one, when I came here, the
Okay,
back.
you can go inside.
No, I'm not going in there. I need a lawyer present.
You will get a lawyer. It's
No, I need a lawyer present now.
Okay, please.
Where am I going? I have no idea where
You
I'm
have
going.
to go to the police station.
What address is that?
It's 5 minutes away.
It's 5 minutes away.
What's the address of the police precinct?
When you will catch your next show, we have to do it very fast, and we will help. But
You're talking about my show?
yes,
What about it?
yeah, we talk.
They will help to try to get you there.
They'll help to try to get me to my
Yes.
show.
So you can
How?
out very quickly.
To do it as soon as possible. But we can.
What am I doing? What am I doing? I never
are
gave
under
anyone.
arrest.
I never. So I'm under arrest.
Yes.
But
Yes.
under arrest for what?
Okay. Stop filming now.
I'm under arrest for what?
Okay.
Do you
Stop
know what
filming
happened
now.
when I came
You
here?
have to go inside.
Huh? What you said?
Can you please stop filming and just step in the car first?
No, I need a lawyer, because I don't know where I'm going.
You will get a lawyer at the office. You can contact the lawyer, but if you just step in the car, then it will go as fast as possible.
And who's going in this vehicle?
So please step.
He will go with you.
Alright, because Nicki Minaj got arrested, she was not able to perform at her show. So, now Nicki Minaj has come out to apologize to all of her fans, and Nicki said, "Thank you to everyone who prayed for me today. May God cover you all and all that is connected to you. May you all be blessed beyond your imagination. Barbs, I'm at the Stock Exchange Hotel in Manchester. I arrived a little over an hour ago. After sitting in a jail cell for 5 to 6 hours, my plane still didn't take off for another 20 minutes once I boarded. The flight was 50 minutes. 50 minutes. That's why they had to do the big song and dance, because they knew I'd still find a way to perform even if it came down to my last 90 minutes in the building, which would have been until 11:30 p.m. The building was willing to go past 11 p.m., so I'm so grateful to them for that. So, they succeeded at their plan not to let me get on stage tonight. I succeeded at getting to the root of it all by recording them and posting everything in real time. I have so much video evidence you wouldn't believe it if I told you. I'll have the lawyers and God take it from here though. Please, 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 accept my deepest and most sincere apologies. They sure didn't know exactly how to hurt me today, but this too shall pass. They've been doing this over and over and over and over again, and I've tried so hard not to discuss it because you guys deserve just to know the good stuff. I I hate involving you in anything that isn't for entertainment purposes only. We will have another date for tonight's show shortly, and I'll probably be able to share it tomorrow. One July option and one June option is currently being discussed. I'll find a way to not only make up the date with the performance, but I'm going to create an added bonus for everyone that had a ticket to this show. Promise. Listen, y'all really gotta hear what Nicki Minaj is saying. Forget about the fact that her or one of her staff members was trying to bring weed in and out of the country. Don't even think about that. And also, forget about the fact that she then proceeded to try to tell them what their laws were in their country. Forget about that too. And also forget about the fact that the people at the airport actually did their jobs. That's irrelevant. What's important here is that the entire country of the Netherlands, through the city of Amsterdam, did everything that they could do to conspire to keep Nicki Minaj from performing at her concert. See, you guys may not be able to see it, but it's clear as day. All of the leaders in the Netherlands got together and had a secret meeting, and they were like, what can we do to keep Nicki Minaj from performing? And they were like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna search her bags at the airport, because all of our spy intelligence has told us that she's gonna have some pre-rolls in her bag. And that's how we're gonna be able to stop her, because the last thing that we want as a country is for Nicki Minaj to be able to get on that stage and perform Monster for her audience. Wow, is Nicki serious right now? How about Nicki and her crew just realize that it's illegal to get on a plane with narcotics and cross borders? I mean, it's just as simple as that. No conspiracy, just laws. Now, Nicki was complaining that they stopped her and checked her bags, but I guarantee you, if Nicki would have went to the airport with this really big Birkin, they would have never checked, because they would have been like, nobody's that stupid to try to conceal anything in that really big bag. Yo, the dude who made this really big Birkin bag says that it took him 2 years to make, which tells me that some people just have way too much time on their hands. Now, peep this. A few weeks ago, a cop went into Goodwill, and he explained to the people that worked in there that he was actually outside dealing with a homeless woman who was barefoot, and he asked them if they would be generous enough to donate a pair of shoes to the woman, and they were like, absolutely not. The best that we can do is give her a pair of flip-flops. Check this out.
Cams recording just so you know, I have a homeless lady down at a gas station who has no shoes, and we just need a 9.5 men's. Is that something you might be able to help us out with?
Let me call Chance up, okay?
Okay, that sounds good. I know him pretty well. Hey, how are you?
Another day of fun and adventure here at Goodwill. What can we do for you?
So we have a homeless lady that's down the street, no shoes on. She just needs a pair of shoes. Is it possible to get a pair off yet? They're men's 9.5. And I mean, if we can do like flip-flops, it doesn't have to be anything fancy.
Is it the homeless girl all dressed in black? Kind of blondish hair?
No.
Older woman, I guess.
No, this girl's like in her late 30s, early 40s. Yeah.
Did she ever sign that said homeless, hungry, and need shoes?
No.
Different one. Honestly, I don't know if we're allowed to tell you the truth. Somewhere else in the world.
Okay, no worries. Do you have any that are for sale?
Yeah, we've got plenty for sale.
Okay. All right.
I would like to help, but
Yeah, no,
they're
no worries.
worried about that.
Yeah, no, I get it. And even something like this would work. Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Yo, this is crazy right here, because I thought that the whole purpose of Goodwill was to help out people who really needed help. And I mean, what do you mean? Does she have a sign that says homeless, hungry, and need shoes? I'm trying to tell you, this video right here is really making me rethink how I donate things. Because when I donate my stuff, I actually want those things to actually reach the people who need them the most. I mean, real talk, they could have gave that homeless woman a pair of shoes, and what are flip-flops gonna do? They're gonna last her 2-3 months at the most, and then she's gonna need some shoes again, because the summer is followed by the fall and winter. Listen, Goodwill not giving a homeless woman shoes is almost as bad as this pastor telling this woman that if she doesn't raise her hands in church, she needs to get out. Check this out.
Lift your hands right here. Lift your hands. Lift your hands. Lift your hands. All over this building. All over this building. Lift your hands. Lift your hands. Lift your hands. Lift your hands all over this building. Lift your hands. I need us all on one accord right now. All on one accord. All on one accord. Everybody lift your hands. Baby, could you do me a favor? Lift your hands or get out. Could you choose one? Lift your hands or get out. Could you lift your hands or get out? Choose one. Choose one. Lift your hands. Lift your hands. I'm not scared of nobody. I mean what I mean. I'm here to protect you. And anything that is in violation of it has got to go.
Oh my goodness. Listen, let me know what you think about this. Because to me, some people come to church and they're in such a broken place that they may not be able to have the strength to lift their hands on command. So you gotta let them be in the presence of God. Yo, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that it was appropriate for this pastor to say that if you don't lift your hands, you need to get out? Do you think that in this particular situation, the pastor was following the unction of the Holy Spirit, or do you think this dude is a big hot mess? Let me know in the comments. And last but not least, the other night, an industry insider who has worked closely with Al B. Shaw called into the Messy Sweet Spot to discuss her thoughts on Diddy. Check out what she had to say.
And well, I'll say this, y'all, because I know Al, right? So, listen, a lot of things happen because Kim allowed it to happen because of the control that Diddy had over her, right? It was not Al B. Sure's idea as a man to allow another man to adopt his son. So that narrative is so false, guys, okay? So when you have a woman who has custody of your child and she's under the influence of another man, that's saying, dangerous man. If you want to live this life, have this money, do this, do that, then I want to be, if you're with me, then I'm going to adopt Quincy because first of all, it's going to make him look good in people's eyes and make Al look like he's a deadbeat dad. And that never was the case, you guys. I'm telling you, it never was the case. Al was always there, right? So, but again, that is the farce. That is the false belief that Diddy want people to think about Al because he hated Al so much and was so jealous of Al because he was still threatened by Al because deep down inside, Kim and Al still loved each other.
Okay, so after that, Al B. Sure's associate went on to discuss Diddy's new lawsuit and also talked about how Diddy used to use coercion to manipulate all of his women. Now, this is fairly long, but I'm gonna let the whole thing ride out because I think that what she had to say is pretty interesting. Check this out.
Yeah, no, I'm not tearing them down, but we understand how coercion works, right? Like if you with a guy and there's another girl involved and you're this guy's main woman, but now here's another woman come involved. Now he's already coercing you and he's already abusing you. He's already forcing you to do things you really don't want to do. And then he forces you to engage in things with another woman, right? So you feel a way about that because now there's another party involved. He's forcing this issue, right? So it's the same thing as Kim Porter's friend said about Cassie. She said that Kim Porter would tell her that it was times when she was at the house laying in the bed that Diddy would walk in with Cassie and make Kim Porter get up out the bed so that Cassie can lay in the bed. So it's like he pity-patted these women against each other in some sense. And women can be petty and catty when they're competing for the attention, the admiration, the money, the fame, the whatever of said man. At the same time, they're being coerced and abused by him. It could be two things right at the same time. You know what I mean? So I'm just, in this sense, with her bringing up Kim Porter's name, I'm saying I'm not surprised that it's because I know that it's been known in the industry that Kim Porter engaged in threesomes with Diddy, whether it was men or women involved, because Diddy was bi as well. So either way it go, I'm not surprised at that. Now, when it comes to did Diddy force and coerce Kim to call that girl's job and say that she tried to poison her and you better fire her and Diddy is my man and if you don't fire her, Diddy's going to pull his resources. Absolutely, that's possible. Could it be possible there was a little mean girl there? Absolutely could be some mean girl actions on Kim Porter's part as well as Cassie's part. I believe that a lot of that probably could have taken place when it comes to the competition, right? For as women compete sometimes when it comes to a man and vice versa. That's all I'm saying. They all were victims. I definitely believe that, but there's a lot of coercion, and Diddy forced them both to take Molly's, to take ecstasy and things like that before they engaged and encountered in the intercourse together. But she talks about in that lawsuit a particular part about Kim kind of being forceful with her. But Kim's not here to defend that. So Kim absolutely is going to be obsolete in that situation. Diddy is actually the one that's still alive and have to answer to it. Kim debt is paid because she's no longer on this earth. She has to answer to a higher power now. But the question is, Diddy, this is lawsuit number 8. What do you got to say about this particular lawsuit? Is this woman just coming for money too? I'm just throwing all options out there on the table because he said it wasn't true about Cassie. That they just all wanted a money grab. And then the video came out. So now, Diddy, what you gonna say about lawsuit number 8? Are you gonna make an apology again? Probably not. Because you're busted. And you're about to go down. All of this is gonna play a part in his main trial when he goes to trial as to character, right? As to all these allegations. Some is being proven by pictures. So he can't say he didn't know these women. He wasn't with these women. He didn't spend time with these women. And guess what? If that man that fired this woman is still alive and remember that incident, he could be called as a witness. Yes, I fired her. Yes, Kim called down there and forced me to fire her. So yeah. So again, she put this in this lawsuit. So now you involve in other parties. So now, could it be that that her old boss can say, yeah, we fired her because A, B, C, D, E, F, G, if it's known to be true? Is she lying or is she telling the truth? All of this has to be proven in a court of law. I believe that a lot of these women, starting from Kim Porter owned, Misa, go back far because Misa was the first baby mama, right? And when you're looking at Misa being friends with Kim Porter, see, y'all got to remember, all these women were friends. They all hung out together in a clique and they all end up sleeping with and having children with Diddy. Misa and Kim Porter were friends. Kim Porter, Misa, and Kimora were friends. Kim Porter, Misa, Kimora, and Mary J. Blige were friends. And all of these men, with the exception of Kimora, who went with Russell, slept with Diddy, and include Mary J. Blige, you guys. Now, it's alleged that she got pregnant by Diddy and Mary J. Blige and was forced to have an abortion, and it messed her up so bad that's why she can't have children. Now, I'm going to say allegedly to that, but that was going around in the music industry way back in the day, right? So when you look at it, it makes sense. And it makes sense that all these women that hung out in this clique together, right? At some point in time, their relationships with Diddy overlapped each other. First it was Misa, then it was Kim, then in between those was Mary J. Blige, right? And then later on you got I forgot Sarah Chapman. Sarah Chapman was also their friend. She was their friend as well. And check this out. 3 of the women that Diddy had relations with, he went behind Tupac. Tupac used to go with Sarah Chapman. Diddy went behind Tupac with Sarah Chapman. Tupac used to go with Lisa Ray. Diddy went behind Tupac with Lisa Ray. Tupac used to go with Sally Richardson. Diddy went behind Tupac with Sally Richardson. Don't know if y'all guys know that. That's 3 for sure that I know of that Tupac was with that Diddy went behind. And look at the situation with Kim Porter. Diddy met Kim Porter when she worked for Uptown Records. She's in the studio with Al B. Sure, and Quincy was just a baby, y'all. Now, this is what I heard in the music industry, and I was on the blues sector, but these are like people know people, right? Whether it be your road managers, your agents, whatever, right? And people talk, you guys. So there was this rumor that Diddy walks in the studio where Kim Porter is with Quincy. Quincy wasn't been too long been born. She in the studio with Al B. Sure, who was cutting their record, Forever My Lady, for Jodeci. He wrote it for Kim, but Jodeci got the song, right? In comes Diddy in the studio. Now he knows that Kim Porter is with Al B. Sure. And guess what he does? After Al B. Sure turns his back, he tells everybody how he's gonna take Kim Porter away from Al B. Sure. This is the kind of low down, dirty scum that Diddy is. He wanted something that everybody else had, and he went behind everybody that was anybody in the industry to get they woman, just so he can say, I pulled Al B. Sure woman. I pulled 3 of Tupac's woman. Who else woman can I pull? You see what I'm saying? He is the most monstrous, narcissistic monster predator that I've ever seen in my life. And I don't think that this is the end. We on lawsuit number 8, you guys. Lawsuit number 8. In the state of New York alone, there was, since that new law, there was over 3,000 new lawsuits put out on people for SA and graping. Since that new law extended the time for people. So that's why you see these people coming out of the woodworks, and you see them coming out of the woodworks because guess what? It's not like they wasn't trying years ago, guys. Don't think that. There were women that were trying years ago to press charges against Diddy, but no attorneys would touch him. That's how big he was. That's how powerful and resourceful he was in the business. There are women that went to attorneys and they would not touch the case. So it took someone of Cassie's stature in the industry to file the first lawsuit. And then the floodgates came open. Please know that, guys. It's not like it wasn't these women coming out of the woodworks after all these years. It's women that tried years ago to get Diddy to bring him down. Diddy was untouchable from the time of the college tragedy all the way up until Cassie filed this lawsuit. You're talking 3 decades, guys, of this type of behavior, of monstrous behavior. 3 decades. And finally, somebody started the floodgates of taking him down. Didn't nobody pay no attention to that girl Gina when she said Cassie, when she said Diddy beat her so bad, made her have a miscarriage. You know why? Because she wasn't a celebrity. She was just another woman talked about DV and being abused. Oh well. But when Cassie came out with the lawsuit and said it, and now the video is out, everybody's like, oh, now we believe it's for real now. It's for real now. But see, when Gina told that story on Tasha K, what, in 2019? Yeah, we was like, oh, we so sorry that happened to you, but everybody know how Diddy is. Oh well, la-di-da, business as usual. But it's not business as usual anymore because the floodgates are opening now. People are not afraid to talk and come forward now, men and women. And Diddy is done. Whether he goes to jail or not, he'll never have a career again, and he's going to be damn near flat broke after paying all these lawsuits. if the law don't get him and punish him first, because Cassie done got hers. She got her whatever 30, 40, 50 million that she got, right? And now you got all these other multi-million-dollar lawsuits. He's going to be broke and destitute. And if he gets any jail time, it's a done deal. If he don't run somewhere to Valley where Russell Simmons is, somebody like Diddy, I don't know, wouldn't be surprised if he wouldn't self-delete himself. Because I don't know if he can take 20, 30, 40 years behind bars. And even though it'll be a federal offense, which is pretty much a walk in the park, just going to a country club for him, but I don't know if he can deal with that. He may allegedly pull a Epstein. I'm just saying. I'm hearing that they coming after Jay-Z next. They're going to make them the face of everything nefarious, when we know that if it wasn't for Clive Davis, there wouldn't be a Diddy, Andre Harrell, Russell Simmons, Jay-Z. I could go on and on with these men that have over the decades done nefarious things to women and men in the industry. And now the candle was burnt on both ends and it's burning out. So this legacy needs to be washed away, and it needs to start fresh, and it needs to start new. And it has to happen, guys. It has to happen for a new era to come in.
All right, so here are my 3 questions. 1, can you be a mean girl and a victim at the same time? 2, do you think that it was a power play for Diddy to go after all of Tupac's girls? And 3, do you honestly believe that Jay-Z is next? Let me know in the comments. Listen, let me know what you think about the Cinderella-themed prom send-off. Akademiks saying Diddy can get off if he uses the trauma card or the LGBTQ card. Nicki Minaj apologizing for getting arrested and saying that the Netherlands conspired against her. Saucy Santana saying that he hates when women act like men. Goodwill refusing to give a homeless woman shoes. The pastor saying raise your hands or get out of church. And the industry insider, who's also Albie Shaw's friend, saying Diddy's up first, but Jay-Z's up next. Let me know what you think about all of that in the comments. And while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends. Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celebrity news. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.